Hi everyone. So today we are going to plant up some hanging baskets. And I'm really late with my baskets and pots and all of those kind of container decorative items this year. I think I've been distracted by some bigger projects. But hey, never too late. And that's the great thing about containers. You can kind of add things in whenever you want, and they're a great thing to kind of do between other projects, and super fun and creative. So these baskets, there are two of them here. So I really kind of fell in love with this kind of Victorian basket a long time ago, and I've had these. But the problem is that I line them with cocoa coir, but even that just does not retain water very well. So this year I got these, they're called no cocoa liners. We're going to try them out. The drawback is, unlike cocoa coir, they're not biodegradable, but they're supposed to last many years. So we will see how they do. It's really important that potted plants have plenty of water retention in order to survive. So here we have two coleus and two begonias. And this is a coleus and this is begonia as well. These are going to go in other pots. And I'm going to plant these up in there. If you really want to have a third element as well, or pack things in there. So I might even dig up some creeping jenny that I have in my garden, because that will just grow anywhere, and stick that in there, and hopefully that would cascade over the side. But lots of fun plants that you can just often pick up for really cheap at a garden center, or big box store, wherever. It's kind of different from the things that you're going to plant in your garden, like perennials that you want to live for a long time, that you want to make sure they're not root bound, they've got a good root system. With pots, you're kind of changing things out here and there, so you can kind of throw things in and see what works. So let's get started, shall we?
All right, I've got my liner in, and I've set the basket in a bucket since it doesn't have a flat bottom. Now to grab my trusty giant scoop. I'll fill it just over halfway for now with good organic, well-balanced potting mix. And now to put in this coleus. Coleus is a heat-loving annual that can take a good amount of shade. There are an insane amount of coleus varieties, and it's their leaves that make them desirable. Vibrant and tropical colors and widely varying leaf shapes. This one is called mint mocha and has deeply lobed leaves in a confetti of colors. I just freed up some of the roots with my hand before planting it in. Now I have a begonia. Funny, it has mocha in its name too, but with two C's instead of CH. Nonstop Mocha Bright Orange. Begonias can have some nice flowers, but they are another plant that has great variety and interest in their leaves. Okay, I'm obviously very pleased with myself for pulling the final element for this pot out of the ground. Creeping Jenny. Anything with creeping in the name tends to run rampant when it's not corralled, so I have no problem pulling this up to add to the pot. Now to get the scoop again and fill this baby up. Now water in well. You should totally saturate it. Then it's a good idea to make sure the water didn't leave any gaping holes, which you can always fill in with more potting mix. And then add some more water and check the level again. The idea here is that you don't want to have any plants mounding up out of the soil. Make sure it's nice and level. And here we are. As you can see, there's some old decorative moss still hitchhiking on here. I'm going to put some new moss around it to make it look more naturalistic, but we have a completed hanging basket. Okay, so I got these cool little terracotta spikes at my garden center a few years ago, and you can put the specialized spout on a bottle and insert it into the spike, and it helps keep your pots at the right moisture level. You should still check them regularly, but it has definitely helped me keep my hanging baskets and containers surviving during hot weather or when I'm out of town. Containers and hanging baskets are totally reliant on you for water and nutrition, so it's a good idea to hydrate and fertilize them once a week. Set a day that you know you'll have time and make it that day every week. Tomato fertilizer is great for flowering plants, by the way. So now you can see them with their pretty coat of moss. I also buy this stuff by the package. Yep, it's totally dyed, so it's always green. Hey, it's all about the illusion, baby. I think it looks pretty sweet. This should keep my front porch looking spiffy and verdant through the summer. I really like the look of the creeping Jenny hanging down. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you feel inspired to build your own container or hanging basket soon. See you next time.